Back when I first started on YouTube, I very quickly learned that having a bunch of YouTuber friends is probably not a good idea. If you talk to somebody for a little bit, for a few months on Discord or whatever, and they're a big YouTuber and you're a bit of a smaller YouTuber, they probably will stab you in the back or stop talking to you, or at the very least just blank you for no reason. And poor iNabber had to learn that lesson. Now, I don't know if I'd be talking about this really if it weren't for the fact that this whole drama circulates from Alex's crew. Alex backstabbing another YouTuber, another former friend of his. Looks like that's what's going on here. Of course, I can only speculate, but let's go ahead and look into it right now. So this was a video put up by Comment Cop. He says, everyone go press Fs to pay respects to iNabber. Now, what's going on with iNabber? What happened to iNabber over here? So he tweeted, I want to do a group channel. Who want to do one? And then he said, but for real, I actually want to do some group channel shit. A few of us tried something last June, but it didn't happen for dumb reasons, but I actually want to do one. Here he is tweeting again, me, let's make a group channel. My group, no, me, we can all secure the bag together. Man, need to stop this divide and conquer thing. Then he tweeted later, wanting to do more collabs with the boys lately, so look out for them. Me and Alex should be recording one on his channel tonight. This is how I trick everyone into making a group channel. It's happening, I promise. Then on Christmas, Alex tweeted, if it wasn't for iNabber, Willany, Memulus, and James Marriott, I'm not sure if I'd be tweeting about celebrating Christmas this year. You guys kept me going this year, and I owe you everything from here on out. Thanks for looking out for me in 2019. And you can guess why 2019 was such a bad year for Alex when he had the whole of YouTube going after his ass for accusing his friends of rape. But, I mean, that's a whole different story. I mean, it does relate to this, and I'll tie into that in a second here. But iNabber replied that Christmas with the heart emoji, looking forward to next year, bro. Onwards and upwards. And then he says, only if you're with me. So, I mean, we got a very wholesome conversation going here, you know, the boys or whatever. Yeah, I don't like Alex or whatever, but, you know, I have no issue with people who are still friends with Alex. I mean, who am I to tell anyone, like, who not to be friends with or who not to associate with? That would just be ridiculous. So, you know, very wholesome. I might not like Alex, but, you know, I like seeing, you know, a group of guys working on some projects. Looks cool to me. Let's keep going over here. Then, on February 2020, the group channel will be made. Exciting announcement. He then tweeted, the group channel we were making never happened because we couldn't decide on a name. I'm not even joking. Then he says, actually not true. I wrote up an entire plan and called multiple meetings about it. It's because you guys are useless. You know, joking around. Alex then replies, we could and should be called the E-Boys. So it looks like they got a little bit of a project brewing together. And then, look what happens. The E-Boys group channel has been announced, and look who's in the crew. Willany, Memulus, I'm Alex, and James Marriott. But look who's missing. The guy who wanted this started. The guy who was part of the gang. Do you remember when Alex was tweeting on Christmas? He tweeted, iNabber, Willany, Memulus, and James Marriott. You know, they're all the crew. They're all working together. And as soon as the project gets announced, iNabber mysteriously cut. Surely there has to be a reason for this. Perhaps iNabber didn't have time to work on the project and respectfully declined it after all this time. Well, let's see what happened. Group channel. Hope Frazier's okay. That's iNabber's name, by the way. Lol, what they've done is a bit rude. I really don't think they purposely left him out. If he wanted to be part of it, I'm sure he would have been in it. And then iNabber shockingly said no. No. Somebody says, is that a good no or a bad no? He says, I found out about the group when everyone else did. And here he is tweeting about the situation. I'll leave the video link for you guys in the comments below. This is a really funny video, but it's also kind of sad, right? Because, I mean, look, he didn't, you know, make the E-Boys YouTube channel. What's the big deal? I'm sure that's what you're thinking, if you don't really see this as that big of a deal. Well, I mean, look, we've well established who Alex is and what his character is last year during the whole Slazo situation. This is a case of a guy who is totally egotistical and money-driven and sub-driven, that he's willing to throw his own friends under the bus. If not by calling them rapists, well, at the very least by blanking them and stealing their project from them right under their feet and backstabbing them cold in front of everyone. YouTubers are mental, man. It doesn't matter if you're part of the boys, if you're part of the squad or whatever. If you don't have the subs to carry the team, you get discarded like a deck of cards. And I think that's what this really is about. Of course, you know, that's my speculations. I'm not within the group. I don't know what's going on, but I think I'm more than allowed to speculate, and I think my speculations definitely have some backing to them. You know, when you're with the boys or whatever, when you're with a group of people, obviously, if they start hanging out, if they start doing events together, and you know about it, and you know you were purposely left out of the group, you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be like, whoa, wait, what's going on here? I thought, you know, when you're with the group, when you're with the boys or whatever, you're the group. As soon as somebody starts getting blanked, then there's a problem there, and that's exactly what iNabber's dealing with right now. So you might think of this as like some gay little non-drama or whatever, but I think it's interesting, especially given who the characters are. It just further confirms how much of a piece of shit Alex is, if all I'm saying is true right now. Kava's quote tweeted this saying, "I'm Alex revealed as a snake again. Lol, I'm not fucking surprised, and I guarantee in the future, more shit will come out about this fake asshole." When the E-Boys channel was announced, iNabber was kind of pissed about it. Somebody had written in his comments, subscribe to the E-Boys, and he had replied, "We don't do that here," obviously showing that he was a little bit miffed about this. He then fired up a Twitch stream later playing some Minecraft, and although the VOD has been deleted to avoid drama from happening, a buddy of mine was able to snip out 3 minutes of it that I think is kind of important. Obviously, I'm not going to play the full 3 minutes. I will leave a link to this as well in the description, but we'll skim through this so we can see what iNabber was really thinking.
I slept through a James recording. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's one of the reasons why. My political tweets, as terrible as some of them are, that might be one of the reasons. I just want to come in here and say I'm sad. Like, I tweeted, like, before this shit, I even saw this shit, that I'm streaming today. I wanted to come on here and talk about my mental health, because I've been wanting to talk about my mental health a lot recently. If you follow my second account, Jedi Nabber, you'll see that I've been tweeting a little bit sad shit here and there. I've told my friends that I'm extremely depressed at the moment. Like, this is probably like me coming on here and doing this is probably coming like from a pace of like chaotic energy from like my depression and shit like that, and being anxious and stuff. So it's like, and I'm not blaming them guys for that. This has been an issue I've had for fucking years, all right? One time I've been left out. Do not make this as big as it sounds. I just need to come in here and feel like sad. And I get why this has become drama, because people care about us. We were a 5. That stung. We were a 5. Now it's a 4. Yeah. And I have taken it personally.
The fact that they didn't even give him a reason, that he has to speculate what's going on, really just shows, you know, the type of people, you know, these really are. I mean, you know, he's speculating maybe it's because he gets very political in main, which is true, he does get political. However, his politics is just, you know, he's like a regular progressive or whatever. I don't understand how any of his opinions might be things that the other people in the group don't really agree with already, but even if that was the problem, Alex also does controversial things as well. The Worst Religious Family channel and reviewing the Worst Religious Family book. I remember this specifically because during the Slaza stuff, he was making videos like shitting on some Christian channel or whatever, which he's allowed to do. I'm just saying, like, that, how is what iNabber does too controversial, but what Alex says, like, oh, it's just, you know, it's whatever. I mean, I wouldn't say Alex gets political all the time, but what I am saying is that, you know, they do share their opinions on real serious shit sometimes, so I don't see how that's a disqualifying factor. I'll tell you what I think the disqualifying factor is, if it really is politics and they don't want, you know, that, you know, bringing down the brand or dividing audiences or limiting the number of sponsors they could get or whatever. Perhaps what gives Alex the pass is that sub count of his, but again, I can only speculate. Regardless, that's just my speculations, man. I don't know any of these people, so if they have any other take, then I'd be down to listen to it or whatever, but, you know, I am a commentary channel, you know, I do speculations or whatever, and I like to talk about drama, especially with, you know, people that I've covered in the past that have done just reprehensible things. I kind of like to cover this stuff to show you a pattern of character that we can establish, that we can look at, that we can take notes from, that we can learn from right here. It's a dangerous world out there on YouTube, and channels could throw you under the bus any minute to increase their the amount of dollary dues they make. My name is DoggyRFC. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and all that jazz, and hopefully by the time this video comes out, we'll have passed 10,000 subscribers. So if that's the case, thank you very much. Peace out, everyone.